Have you ever found yourself wondering why most American semi-truck engines have power outputs of around 500 horsepower, when the smaller European trucks are available with engines with an impressive 770 horsepower? In this video, we'll unravel the multifaceted reasons contributing to this intriguing power imbalance. But first, let's clarify that horsepower isn't the only important metric, as it also needs torque. Horsepower is a unit of power that represents the rate at which work is done or energy is transferred. Torque is a rotational force that causes an object to rotate around an axis. While torque and horsepower are related, they represent different aspects of an engine's performance. Furthermore, the transmission and gearing also play a role in translating engine power to the wheels. But to keep things simple, this video focused only on horsepower. So let's take a look at the different engines that are offered. In Europe, there are different truck brands like MAN, DAF, Scania, Volvo, Renault, Iveco, and Mercedes-Benz. Each brand has its own unique truck engine. Some brands work together and use similar parts in their engines, making the engine world more connected than we might think. The power of these engines varies from 400 to 770 horsepower, where Volvo and Scania have the two biggest engines, with 750 horsepower, and Scania Big V8 with up to 770 horsepower, making them stand out. The four major engine manufacturers in the US are PACCAR, Detroit, Mack, and Cummins. Also, a lot of Caterpillar truck engines are driving around in the US, but they stopped manufacturing on-highway engines in 2010 due to increasing emissions regulations. The most sold engine in the US is the Detroit DD15, which is a 14.8-liter inline-six engine with 505 horsepower and 1,750 pounds per foot of torque, which is used on the truck brands Freightliner and Western Star. The biggest engines in America is the Cummins X15 with 605 horsepower and the Detroit DD16 with 600 horsepower. Okay, now you have an understanding of the different engines, but we still haven't covered why the American engines are not available with the same big engines as in Europe. So let's get to the first reason why there is such a big difference on the engines. Weight rules, EU versus US. One big reason why we don't see truck engines with more than 600 horsepower in the US is because of the weight rules. The federal limit for the weight of semi-trucks in the US is 80,000 pounds. That's 36 tons. Which a 500 horsepower engine is more than capable of pulling through the American roads. On the other hand, in Europe, where there are 27 different countries, each with its own rules, it's a different story. Trucks there often need more powerful engines to handle different kinds of roads and carry heavier loads. Here, the weight limit in most places is 44 tons. However, many Nordic countries have weight limits exceeding 80, 90, and some even over 100 tons. Here, the 500 horsepower engine simply isn't enough, and that's why bigger engines are used. Landscape and infrastructure. The difference in landscapes and infrastructures also helps explain why there's a gap in horsepower between the US and Europe. The US has mostly flat terrain, and its roads don't have many steep climbs. Here, the roads are bigger, longer, and straight. In Europe, it's the opposite. The varied landscapes mean trucks have to go through smaller roads with big changes in elevation. To handle these challenges, trucks in Europe need more powerful engines, leading to the use of larger and stronger ones. This combination of higher gross weight and steep inclines has made a demand for stronger and bigger engines in Europe, which simply isn't needed in America. Market demand. The engine market of any place is formed by the demand, and in Europe, there is a demand for the big engines. They not only want their trucks to perform well, but also to look and sound amazing. For example, some drivers prefer engines like the Scania V8, not just because they're powerful, but because they have a unique and awesome sound. We actually made a video all about truck engine sounds, so go watch that if you love the sound of a roaring truck engine. It's not only the engines where there is a big difference in American and Europe. American semi-trucks are known for their larger size, compliance with strict weight regulations, emphasis on efficiency, and distinctive designs reflecting the American trucking culture. They often feature powerful yet slightly lower horsepower engines, manual transmissions, and spacious cabs geared towards long-haul comfort. On the other hand, European semi-trucks are characterized by compact designs, prioritizing maneuverability and efficiency. They often boast more powerful engines, automatic transmissions, and are adapted to navigate diverse terrains and handle higher gross weights. In conclusion, the disparity in horsepower between American and European truck engines is a result of a combination of factors that paint a vivid picture of the unique challenges and demands each region faces. The global trucking landscape is a testament to the diverse challenges faced by drivers on different continents. While American trucks prioritize efficiency and compliance with weight regulations, European trucks are engineered to tackle diverse terrains and cater to the preferences of a market that values both performance and aesthetics. In essence, the horsepower gap reflects the nuanced intersection of regulations, landscapes, market preferences, and industry adaptability, shaping the trucks we see on the roads in the US and Europe. So, whether you're navigating the vast American highways or maneuvering through Europe's intricate roads, each truck is meticulously designed to meet the unique demands of its region. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.